My name is Jacob, and welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're actually just going to be going back to some normal runs for a while. No more of that achievement farmer nonsense. Let's go 8 max HP for 2 random colors cards. Thinking ahead and blind. Okay, pretty good picks, actually. There is a 5 elite path, and I'd be remiss to ignore it, frankly. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I'd like to try. I'll put a defend back on top. I get to burn out the Ascender's Bane here. Neato Burrito. Right, 2 strikes from dead. That'll get him. Take a twin strike for some damage so that I can actually try and push through all these elites. Two damage taken here. The enemy is not attacking this turn. Exactly what I was hoping for. That's why I put the bash back atop the deck, because I figured we might actually be able to get some good usage out of it. Take another copy of Twin Strike. Okay, I guess I'm looking for a perfected strike now. Or, you know, an Inflame would be excellent. We should take the Clothesline. I know, I wanted to go for the extra Twin Strike. Just pick infinite Twin Strikes until the game is over. But alas, alack. Of perfected strikes means that I'm not going to take it. Twin Strike the backline here. Even go for a wee bit of a bash. Kill. I mean, look, it's offered this early. Oh, Brimstone, and I don't get to take it. I'm so mad. Warpaint, upon pickup, upgrade to random skills. I actually want that. Yeah, it hit blind, but it also hit a defend. I do need the extra defense. While my game plan is to play... Oh my god, blind hits no one here. No one at all. But while my game plan is to play Demon Form and wait, I need better defense in my deck. Just gonna gamble this form 1 card here. Okay, Demon Form, get 2 more, nice. Generate that and even kill a unit as well. Go through a bunch of potions there, but we'll be in much better health going forwards. Come on, double Twin Strike this turn for the kill on the Sentry. Well, now I want Twin Strike Strike so I can kill the backliner Sentry. Hey, we got it. All I had to do was ask. Twice. Dead Branch. Whenever you exhaust a card, add a round card to your hand. Well, I know what we're doing now. Take the Reaper so that I can heal back up while I'm doing all of this. Upgrade the Demon Form. Hopefully this is a Lagavulin and I get Demon Form in the opening hand. Okay, Lagavulin, Demon Form in the opening hand. Not only the opening hand, but the first card. Oh, wild. What am I like? Alright, so we'll just wait a couple turns before we wake up the enemy and just get as much strength as we possibly can. Bash and blind. Oh, limit break? Yes. Of course, yes. My God. Goodbye, Lagavulin. Obviously, I would have liked to finish it with the Reaper. I probably should have waited. The boot. Whenever you deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 5, as well as... There's the perfected strike. Going for all the elites. All these smooth stones. Start each combat with 1 dex. I do quite like that as well. Yeah, we just have enough density of attacks in this deck that we can just go for it. No demon form necessary. Why would I need that card? It's a crutch as far as I'm concerned. I actually can't kill the enemy this turn unless I double strike, so I can't use the Reaper. Lame-o, but we get the Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal for 2 HP, as well as just a bunch of cards I'm not going to put in this deck. Are you kidding me? Havoc. Play the top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. Yeah, why don't I do that? Then let's just remove, not a strike. Definitely not a strike, a defend. Ooh, we're gonna get so many cards from our Dead Branch here. Demon form on turn 1. We'll also be able to heal back up to full with a Reaper. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. I'll put a defend back on top of my deck, then use the Havoc to play it. Nice. Okay. Setting up for the Reaper. Kills the backliner for me because I put in the right amount of damage. Oh, just double tap a Wild Strike or something here. Oh, we could just go for the straight up perfected. Calibers, at the start of your turn, lose 15 block rather than all of it. Okay. Take a shrug it off just for some defense. I could not be more pleased with how this has gone. We've had like 7 different archetypes appear. It was... actually, you know what? Let's list them. So, Demon Form Reaper is like kind of an archetype by itself, right? Because you just heal back up after you have the huge investment on the turn that you play Demon Form. Obviously, Dead Branch plus Exhaust cards. We've got the Havoc and the Thinking Ahead and the Ascender's Bane already leaning into that. We've also got the Oddly Smooth Stone as well as Calipers, so we're already leaning into a ultra defensive build. And we've also got the Perfected Strike build going on with the 2 Twin Strikes that you already included at the very start. Okay, so maybe not... Oh my god. Thinking ahead, put the Demon Form back on top of the deck, Havoc Form to play the Demon Form. That's a 0-cost Demon Form right there, my friends. Oh, love it when a plan comes together. Regal Pillow, whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP, as well as just a bunch of cards. I'll take a walk right here, actually. It's just an extra card for us. So I killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elites this floor, including the Emerald Elite, and I'm on 72 HP at the end of it. Oh, yes. This is good fun. I'd highly recommend this. I don't use the bash there because I need to make sure that the enemy goes down. Do I, though? Playing the Demon Form is actually way more important because we do have the Reaper to heal us back up. So I'll think ahead, putting the Defend on top of my deck. Burn that Defend out. We get Juggernaut whenever you gain block. Deal 5 damage from random enemy. I'd be remiss not to play it, and I do need to put the enemy on the ground here. Okay, I'm going to Warcry the Bash to the top of the deck, then Havoc it. Then I want to Clothesline. Okay, there's nothing I want to draw here right now. Just defend twice, deal 2 damage. 2 instances of damage, rather. Blind. I'll Thunderclap and then Reaper for 24 HP back. No, I should still do that at the very end of the fight. And I'm about to go into my new shuffle, so makes sense to wait. That said, I'm no longer going to have vulnerability applied on the same turn that I use the Reaper, so I may have actually passed up the best opportunity. Oh well. Limit Break. Sure, feed is really good for Donu and Deca, but do I take the Limit Break? If I take the feed, it works into the Dead Branch build, and it works good for Donu and Deca for the feed achievement. If I happen to want to go for that at the time, but Limit Break makes so much more sense in this. So why does Limit Break make sense in a deck that has Demon Form? Demon Form is already giving you strength turn over turn. It's contentious. You might consider there's too many win conditions in this deck at that rate. However, because we have a couple of multi-hits in the deck as well as Reaper, which is obviously ridiculous with the extra strength, we can consider Demon Form as a way to kind of bootstrap some strength into the build, and then Limit Break starts to take off. So getting 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, see how that's linear? Limit Break is multiplicative, which means that it takes very little time before Limit Break is way larger of a strength gain than waiting basically forever with a Demon Form. Coffee Trooper. You can no longer rest at rest sites. That's totally fine. I'll just end all fights with a Reaper, thank you very much. Maximum amount of elites is 2, actually, on all paths here. Okay, so how many upgrades can I hit while I'm doing 2? 3 upgrades while doing 2? I don't want 2 shops early. I'll only take the 1. Immediately pivoted my build based on that. Gonna bash there. Oh, got the Demon Form out already. Feeling good. Do I Limit Break now? It's only 3 strength right now. If I wait to the next shuffle, it can be much more impactful. I'll wait. The concern is always, what if it doesn't matter? What if I get to the next shuffle and I have already killed by then? Well. Turns out that will be the case. Nope. Don't need any of that. So we do want to keep the deck relatively thin right now, just because we have the Demon Form in there. We want the ability to draw the Demon Form early. Looking for an impactful card to put atop the deck so then I can Havoc and feel pretty good about it. So I know most of my deck is Dazed right now, but there's also a Reaper in there that would absolutely murder. That's what I'm waiting for. It's always the bottom card of the deck. Enemies no longer vulnerable by now. Swift Potion, draw 3 cards. Makes more sense than a Speed Potion for us. Anger is actually really good, in my opinion, in a Demon Form deck, because if you have the Demon Form out, drawing an Anger is great. Like, 8 damage for a single card can be pretty good. Like, I actually include this in a lot of decks straight up, but it's really good when you have to spend so much of your energy to play a Demon Form, but then furthermore thereafter, when you start drawing them in your second shuffle, you've got enough strength that they will end fights rather than prolong one. That said, do I take it? No. I don't need it, and I do need the deck to continue being relatively thin here. About 2 draws away from my next... Well, actually not 2 draws away from my next deck at this rate. Yeah, because we drew 2 extra cards that turn. Okay, don't get Reaper. Nice, got Bash instead. Now hold off. Both of them get healed up. We have hopefully Limit Break first. Draw the Limit Break. Play. Nope. Alright. Time to just attack him then. Easy. It's important I heal up every single fight because I have the Coffee Dripper. Flame Barrier. Gain 16 block whenever you are attacked this turn. Deal 6 damage back. That is pretty good. And I do need a defensive card in this deck. But also, Intimidate is apply 1 weak to all enemies exhaust, gives us a random card. Immediately replaces itself. Obviously, Chemical X is insane. The effect of your X-Cost cards are increased by 2. It becomes insane because I will take the first Whirlwind that's offered to me, and it will make those Whirlwinds so damn impactful. I can't turn it down. I'm going to upgrade the Limit Break so that I can stop debating whether or not I should play it now or later, and instead debate, can I play it now and later? The answer of which should most often be yes. I'm going to use the Steroid Potion because Strength comes easily to me to kill the Sneaky Gremlin this turn. By killing the Sneaky Gremlin this turn, I prevent the Gremlin Leader from being guaranteed to attack this turn. They're still capable of doing it, as you can currently see, but they're not guaranteed to. Okay, so I now know that my next stand is going to have a Reaper, so that's the AoE damage, which means that I should definitely kill that fat gremlin and bash the backliner. That's so that I'm not weakened, and now I can use the Reaper for a lot of damage here as well as full heal, or I could leave it in the deck. Play it later. Alright, I'm going to leave it in the deck and play it later. Seeing Red is such a good card in this kind of deck. Well, I ended up playing it later, but not for as great an impact as I would have liked. That's okay. Goodbye, Gremlin Leader. Hello, Vajra. Started combat with 1 strength. Great. Now I can take the pre-upgraded Flame Barrier. My defense is incredibly important here, so I'll upgrade anything that can provide me some defense. Bronze Scale, started combat with 3 Thorns. We'll go for the Sapphire Key here. Well, the Thorns would have been useful, obviously, in this fight, but that doesn't make them the best opportunity. Those wounds can actually be a real problem for us, so... Havoc, which plays Warcry. I'll put a Limit Break atop my deck here, I think. It's really important I play that Demon form. But the Flame Barrier is so impactful this turn. You know what? Do it like that. Obviously, should have played the Intimidate first there. Oh. And we happened to get Disarm, which would have been a perfect pull. Oh, nice. Found another Limit Break. Okay, we'll think ahead. Drop the Demon form. Pick up the Flame Barrier. I would love to be able to play that in Trench as well. Whirlwind actually activates 2 times here. Thank you, Chemical X. Ow. Alright, we're gonna need a good future fight. Dreamcatcher, whenever you rest, you made a card to your deck. I can't rest at all. 24/7 grind. Thinking ahead to see if I can find anything important to put back atop the deck. Using Intimidate yet first. Hey, Fiendfire is really good here. Send out a bunch of cards, get me some other cards that might be more useful. Like Flame Barrier. I like that I've got a little bit of strength from the Vajra to get this build started when nothing else will. Okay, I could use kind of like a very impotent Reaper right here. Hopefully I get my Reaper back super soon. Come on, Reaper. Got him. Whew. Very important to me there. Strength Potion. Gain 2 strength on pickup. Sword Boomerang is a great way to deliver your damage in a strength-based build. Let's talk about Sword Boomerang versus Heavy Blade, shall we? Sword Boomerang, especially upgraded, is actually totally reasonable as a card by itself. 12 damage from 1 energy, no downside other than it's a random target for each 3, right? It's not great, but it's reasonable. Heavy Blade, 2 energy for 14 damage, is bad if you don't have strength. This is 12, and it's 1 energy less. Not 1 energy less, half the amount of energy. That's important. The leap between 0 and 1 energy is the hugest leap in the game, then between 1 and 2, then between 2 and 3, and it gets less important, right? It's monumental between 0 and 1, and reasonably big between 1 and 2. It seems numerically off, but it is in impact. Anyhow, Sword Boomerang is affected by strength 4 times, because it hits 4 times, and has the ability to split that up against multiple targets. So if you're in an AoE fight, you don't have to commit 400 damage to 1 target. You can commit 100 damage to 4 different targets. That's why I take Sword Boomerang typically more than Heavy Blade in builds that otherwise might also benefit from Heavy Blade. It's exactly incredibly obvious what I'm looking for here, but I didn't find it. Take another Limit Break. Sure, let's be dumb. Yeah, 50-50. Oh, we got Orichalcum. At the end of your turn, if you have no block, gain 6 block. Limit Break upgrade. I'll Strength Potion, then Limit Break. Oh, look, another Limit Break. Let's think ahead, see if we can find anything important and expensive we want to put atop the deck to burn. We do find some such card. What ease with which we've dispatched these enemies. Good thing we had a card that targeted multiple enemies randomly there. Otherwise, we'd have been SOL. For the sake of the tone of my channel, I'm not going to translate that one for you. Okay. Do I now Demon Form, or do I just focus on damage? Oh, on Demon Form, then Bloodletting for the Affected Strike. Because we've definitely got lethal soon. Another demon form is overkill. Bludgeon doesn't make sense in this deck. We want multiple small attacks to benefit from strength each time. We'll take a double tap though. Double tap can be really impactful. You can no longer smith at rest sites. I mean, I can't smith and I can't rest. So what do I do with them? We'll take the Sozu. 5 energy for this deck is incredibly good. See, now we're finding energy relics. It's me, Rhapsody, who can't stop complaining. Okay. Well, we get 2 rests on the left-hand side, as well as an early and a late shop, as well as 3 elites. Yup. Sounds like my jam. Double tap back atop the deck because I don't have a card I can double cast with it right now. I'm 1 short of killing the Exploder in the backline and I'm super mad about it. Okay. By all rights, I should just be able to sit here and spam limit breaks until I kill the enemy entirely with just 1 Reaper. And will. Sorry if I made it sound like I wasn't going to do that. I most definitely am. Okay, 1 Reaper and then a bit. All of these are really good for this deck. Seeing red is really good because it's a refund of extra energy, and we actually do have some high-cost stuff in this deck, but we also have some very, very low-cost hands. Shrug It Off is a little bit of draw, and obviously True Great exhausts a card. Exhausting a card is really good when that generates a random card for you. You know what? I'm gonna go for the Shrug It Off instead, though. Yeah, still not finding the corruption yet. Fiendfire is ridiculous in a deck like this. Also, it does our strength damage, you know, X times where X is the size of our hand -1. Take the Fiendfire. Debated over that for a while in my head, but there's no use debating. It's just the right thing to do. Obviously, upgrade all cards you can no longer heal is just suicide for this deck. Alright, well, Havoc plays Fiendfire for me. Ooh, we get an offering, nice. Enemy splits next time it's dealt any damage here. So I better make it big. Or not. I'll put that... No, I won't put that Limit Break back atop the deck, because then I don't get it in the new shuffle. Or rather, I don't get it yet. So, this Limit Break. Wait. Okay, there's the Reaper. Let's put that back atop the deck now. Oh, but I exhausted a card, so I instantly drew it. Okay, I'm gonna Slimed, looking for... Damn it, didn't get them. Fine, if I don't Reaper now, I'm not going to get to Reaper in this fight at all. Pretty mad about that. Thread and Needle at the start of each combat. Gain 4 plated armors. Was another Shrug It Off. Definitely Twin Strike, obviously. Okay, still on the correct path. I said correct rather than the right path because it's actually the left path. Okay. I wouldn't have fully blocked that turn without using at least one block card. That's the problem there. Yeah, let's Fiend Fire immediately. Just get the card draw. I do like that Ghostly Armor is going to give me an additional card for my next hand already. I'm setting up for the Reaper to be used in this combat if I can get it. Nope. Alright. Gotta kill myself. Got to kill the enemy myself. Damn it, game. We take Pummel as like a lower initial investment version of... One sec while I figure out exactly what I want to do here. A lower initial investment version of the... Heavy Blade. It's really bad what that dagger is about to do to me. What a power potion looking for... I can also do it. It's really important I play Reaper late in this combat. So I'm about to take a lot of damage. Thinking ahead allows me to put something atop the deck to burn. Sure, I'll put Fiend Fire atop the deck. Yay! Here we find an Intimidate. Hell, I'll trigger in a random card from this hand. Inflame, and then follow up with a Sever Soul, burning 2 extra cards for me. Dual wield the Whirlwind, then play both of those. Thank you, Chemical X, for making those impactful. Immolate is really good here, yeah. Alright, still waiting on that Reaper. Don't want to do anything else this turn because I do want the double tap to be in my next hand just in case I also get Reaper. If you don't get the Reaper, that's okay though. Double tap the strike on the back line to kill. Still gonna wait for the Reaper. Can no longer wait for the Reaper. Reserved Insects. Enemy in elite fights have 25% less HP. If I had a Whirlwind in the deck, I'd take that dual wield, but I don't, so I won't. Let's upgrade that double tap. Hello, Spire Growth. I'm hoping to heal off of you now because the previous fights haven't proven particularly possible to heal off of. Sentinel back atop the deck there just in case I have the ability to burn it in the next hand. Some extra energy for me. We don't. Ow. I murder the enemy here because I suspect that I would be taking a lot more damage before I started taking less. Ancient Tea set, whenever you enter a rest site, the next combat you start, you have 2 extra energy at the start. Upgrading Thinking Ahead allows me to use the Havocs further on in the fight. Okay, this could kill the Transient. This is one of the reasons I wanted the Ironclad to have a Strength-based deck, because a Strength-based deck has a chance to kill the Transient in time. Get an extra energy as well as extra card. Oh, there's the Reaper. Yeah, I'm gonna just double tap the Reaper this turn. Get some HP back from this fight. The pummels are also just straight up 20 damage already for me. 25 rather, because of the boot. Hadn't considered that when I picked it up, but definitely thinking about it now. Bash before we Havoc, just in case it's an attack card. It isn't. Put the Impervious back atop the deck, because we definitely don't need it this turn. We'll play Rupture, get 1 extra strength every turn. It's such a ridiculously low amount. Unfortunately, because we didn't get the Demon Form in the opening hand, we're just not going to be able to do what we wanted to do here, unfortunately. It's just not possible. Just wasn't going to be able to scale fast enough there. Okay, come on. We should be able to get a good Reaper off in this fight. $10 block for using no block on that turn. I mean, it's a good deal for me, I'll say that much. I'll take the 12. I can't be too precious about it, because I've been too precious about it enough times that I just haven't gotten it. And it's really important. I'll double tap before I Havoc, just in case. Yeah. Still works out pretty well in the end. 30 incoming damage. Well, let me start up with that and then finish off with this. Press an egg. Whenever you add a power card to the deck, upgrade it. This would be the perfect time for a certain kind of thing to show up. And obviously, I meant evolve. I didn't mean evolve. Dolly's Mirror. Obtain an additional copy of a card in the deck. That would just be another limit break at this point. And we just lean all in on the memes. Lean in on the memes. If I've learned one thing in my time. I'm afraid I'm incapable of ending that sentence because I've learned no things in my time. Well, I'm gonna have to use this Reaper super early as well. Hopefully I get an AoE card. Nope. Now I have to bash the back line literally just to avoid the impact. Ugh, lame. Cool. Tried to double cast that. Worked out exactly as you'd expect. Hey, good clash. Just intimidate. Go for a wee bit of a limit break as well. It's all looking good. And we'll just double tap the Twin Strike. Juicy Bracelet. Normal enemy encounters are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Not capable of doing that anymore, so you know what? I'm fine with that. There's no more question mark rooms. I'll take the, take the key there. Draw before I use Warcry so I can see more cards in the deck. Very important that I actually focus on and kill these cultists relatively early. Lest I lose all of my HP waiting. Double tap doesn't make sense right now. I did not know Hemokinesis had its own animation. Good to see it. Okay, burned out the flame barrier, but got to use it. Now I'll double tap a pummel here. Get that easy kill. So I'll double tap a strike here, then just go twin strike. Oh, I can't believe it. We still haven't taken damage in this combat. We're about to, mind. But up until that point, we hadn't. I still need to play the demon form, right? I mean, like, I'll clothesline the enemy as well, but I do need the demon form out there so that these limit breaks actually have a significant impact. Like that. Mm-hmm. Don't you love it? You can just instantly blow up an enemy with that. Oh, I mean, I know I do. Double up on this twin strike. Oh, and then obviously the Reaper as well. Hell, I'll even Fiend Fire for the kill. Alright, that's the Ascension 11 victory right there with no problems whatsoever. 1251 in the score. Let's go for the heart. I'm gonna upgrade the bash. I want the extra turn of vulnerability, actually. You suck, game. Oh, you're the worst. You're the worst. Oh, well. We shouldn't need it. Can I take the Havoc? Yeah, I should still take the Havoc. Ooh, offering, alright. No demon form still? Still no demon form. Well, B. Alright, I'm gonna limit break, then I'm gonna sever soul, burning... You know, I even play the bloodletting here, actually. I'll sever soul, burning out a bunch of cards in this hand. Trying to find some more impactful ones. Line, bash, then heavy blade on the back line. Get them almost ready for a kill. Just short of being able to kill them, though. Havoc tries to play the Ascender's Bane, which it fails to do. You attack first. Hopefully I now turn around. Yep, and mitigate the oncoming damage. Good. Yeah, we're gonna need a Reaper. Oh, we played the demon form there. That's good. Couldn't weaken the enemy there. Like, I could kill them this turn, but I am going to need a Reaper to heal back up before the boss fight. Otherwise, I'm just dead. Reaper with a double tap here would be great. Thinking ahead. Down to Fiend Fire. Oh my god, I should have put the double tap back atop. Oh, never mind. Providence is here for me. The double tap was back atop the deck. Somehow. Wild. Sentinel Puzzle, the first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Pass all of those. I'm purposefully going to take damage here on the first turn in order to draw extra cards, so I play the Havoc. Card back atop the draw pile. Let's put like a Shrug It Off. Defend. Actually, it should have been the Limit Break, obviously. Whoopsie doozy. Looking for defense while we do all of this, frankly. There's the corruption. It's good to see you, old friend. I was wondering when you were going to turn up. We'll start with a limit break before we use the corruption, so that limit break stays in the deck. And then we die? Could have used the speed potion that turn. Could have let the limit break burn so that I could have played the Fiend Fire to burn my entire hand. I honestly just thought there was no way. There was no way that, that I wasn't going to have enough HP. Well, chalk one up for another mistake. At the very least, I won the Ascension 11. Oh, I'm never going to hear the end of that. Alright, well, I still enjoyed it. We've had enough corruption runs win there as well. Just gotta remind myself, mistakes are okay. They happen to everyone. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves with the Ascension 11 victory with the Ironclad there. Heart loss, but the Ascension victory. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.